So it's mastering that downward transition that's going to get your piaffe. And now in the downward transition, explore if you can lower the neck while you're going to the walk. Yeah, okay. What did you say you need? Oh, okay, fine. Yep. What you're looking for in the trot transition is a more lifting hind leg.
I feel like I'm getting a little bit more.
Yeah. In a good way, right?
Getting what?
She's getting more on top of the beach ball.
Mm-hmm.
So so the rider is in charge of the ratio between whether or not the hind leg is thrusting or carrying. And what Annie is doing, she's trying to get more carrying of the hind leg and less thrusting. I mean, you still want the thrust, but adding more carrying with the hind leg. And that's what downward transitions do. And there it's actually visible how much she's using her leg in the downward transition to walk. Think of her being a little more upright. Yeah. Yeah, like a little more of the outside aids in the turning. Yeah, there. You see the difference in the quality of the trot? Holy smokes.
Yeah. What was it?
Wow.
And the walk is staying really pure.
Yeah.
For her, this is fabulous.
And make the downward transition last a little bit longer. Great. She's sighing, yeah. Is it a happy sigh?
She looks happy to me.
She does look happy.
Annie, the walk is staying so pure, so good.
speaking of improving the walk, I remember the first time I ever saw Tellurico. Oh, God. I was really just confused.
You're
So
like,
I
is
said,
it a
let's
horse?
just start from square one, okay? Would you please go on the diagonal and do a free walk for me? And she dropped her reins. And can you explain what
It's
happened?
Arizona.
I don't even remember. I think I like
Arizona
blocked
style.
it from my
This isn't
memory.
Yeah, but it was still Arizona style.
Oh, I don't know, but oh, my goodness.
I mean, I'm pretty
I
sure
thought,
he
okay.
put his head up in the air and started
Okay,
like
this is what the
trotting.
horse does on his own. Let's start with that. What a
And
scare.
halting was another whole
Oh, my
story.
goodness.
Like, we could have started with square one halting, and that was already hard enough.
Oh, my goodness. And this is a horse she took to Grand Prix, so.
That's fabulous.
And actually, Pierre has him in Canada, and he sent me some videos of him out in the field now, as
Yeah.
he's retired, and he looks the same. He has a bunch of gray on his
Yeah.
forehead, but he's just happy trotting around in the grass and
Yeah, yeah,
having fun.
yeah. And we should catch up about Pierre.
Mhm.
This was such a good stallion, but one day in Florida,
Oh God.
I mean, this horse never put a foot wrong. He was a wonderful stallion. And I was standing outside his stall, and he literally picked me up by the skin of my back.
It was
And
horrible.
and
I
and
think,
lifted me off the ground
and dropped you.
and dropped
It
me
was the
like
worst
that.
thing you've ever seen in your whole life, from where I was standing.
And he's like the perfect stallion, and then
Well, he wasn't like that perfect, but he would never try to be strong against you. Like, he would be screaming and piaffing and being an idiot, but like
Right.
at the end of the road,
That's
you
a-
know?
yeah.
He wouldn't like try to get on you.
Right.
And he did bite like at other horses, like when you walked by, he'd be like, you know?
Yeah.
And
well,
that's kind of what happened, was like you were standing there and he thought a horse was gonna come by because I took off the cross ties.
oh god,
And then he's just like, oh, I'll just bite this.
oh god.
It was
I'm
horrible.
hanging there, right? And you know how what goes through your mind? You know what was going through my mind was like, I didn't know I had that much skin on my back.
Oh my god, that sounds horrible.
It was. It was quite an injury, I have to say.
Yeah.
I mean, although it was superficial, there wasn't anything.
But the bruising
the
must have
bruising
been
wound was
horrible. I cannot imagine. Annie, that was
So,
fabulous.
you know, people say, are you done?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, it is quarter after.
She really looked
It was really very, very good.
And it was really helpful to me when Beth said, have her stand up a little more on the outside rein at the trot, and all of a sudden the whole trot.
Oh,
went,
that was quite different. Did that feel
Yeah.
amazing?
Yeah. It's the same thing that was happening in the Kenner license.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah, but this was,
that was fabulous.
this though you weren't coming from something that had any aberration in it. It was good,
Yeah.
and then it was
And
really
then it was
good.
spectacular.
And-
And then it was Olympic.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Where did it go? Let's give her the Olympic flag.
She's looking at us like,
Give me a sugar. Skip that
I don't need
stuff.
applause, I need sugar.
yeah.
Where's the sugar lady?
Look at her eye.
This is the sugar lady.
Yeah, she didn't worry about the people today.
Usually, if I just don't freak her out by trying to make her go
Yeah.
somewhere she
Yeah.
doesn't want to go, wait for her to get through. Actually, I thought you were coming to get this.
That would mean I would have to be thinking. I would have to be using my head.
Thank you.
That was great.
Yeah, Yeah, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Very much.
She's by Franciscus out of Bellissimo.